Hello. Let me get this other thing going here. I think it's working. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. If you're new here, drop me a little wave emoji in the comments so I know that you're here with me. I'm Mishra Keller. I'm a Melt Method instructor and the founder of the NutriResults community and the Healing Hook Hub, which is an online community for women who crochet and craft and want to do it without pain. Last week, we talked about why your hands hurt after crocheting, and today we're going to be hands-on, literally. So I'm going to walk you through a simple 5-minute hand treatment that you can do before you even pick up your hook. And I want you to do it with me right now. So before we start, I want to let you know about that this Tuesday is my next hand and foot live demo. It's free. It's where we go deep into this work together. And let me just put the link in the chat right now. Um, if you're on Instagram, the link is going to be in my bio. So check it out there. I think I also put the link, I'll put a link somewhere. It said, oh, add a link. So if you can see the link, that's awesome. Let me know. If not, just grab it from the bio. Okay, so if you have a set of melt balls, if you've got this custom kit, or maybe you even have the full kit, go ahead and grab your kit. We're going to be working with a large soft ball today. And we're not using them quite yet. So just get your ball, get it handy. We're just going to use our hands at first. If you don't have your kit yet, you can just do this next part with us, and then you can just watch and listen. Something fell. What was my ball? You like to roll away. So today we are going to do 4 melt moves together. But we're going to sandwich them with the assess and reassess techniques first. And this is one of the most important parts about melting because it's important for you to notice how your hands feel when the tissue is dehydrated versus when it's hydrated. So when you're melting on your own, don't skip that part. So we're going to do the assessment that we're going to do. So there's many ways that you can assess, but today the one I'm going to teach you is the wrist assess. So what you're going to do, so even if you don't have your melt balls, do this with me. You're going to put your elbows, your wrists, and your palms together and take a focused breath. And just notice how it feels to hold your arms in this position. Do you feel any tightness, any tension? Is it hard to hold your arms in this position? So now we're going to check in with our range of motion in our wrists. So just go ahead and bring your fingertips down towards the floor and do that a few times, noticing the range of motion in your wrists. And then you're going to bring it down and stop. What you're looking for is the T shape. So you're going to look at your hands, so you see a T. If you see anything other than a T, if it's more of a Y shaped, or if your fingers are bent or your fingers are apart, those are all indicators that you have some dehydrated tissue, or what we call stuck stress in your connective tissue that's impeding the flow of fluid and potentially causing you pain. All right, so remember how this looks and feels. Pull your palms back together, take a focused breath, and lower your arms. Notice your head, neck, shoulders, upper back if you feel tightness, tension, or pain in those areas. All right, so now we are going to do our hand treatment. So I'm going to tip the camera down first. We're going to see if we can see. Hold on a second. There's like a method to this madness here. Get that out of the way. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to treat both hands at the same time. So you're just going to take your ball, place it on the bottom edge of your hand. So you're going to interlace your fingers, compress your ball, and glide the ball along the bottom edge of each hand. So you're like moving your hands in the opposite directions. And the key here is maintaining consistent pressure on the ball. It doesn't matter how hard you're pressing. And you don't want to compress and cause any pain here. You don't need to cause pain to get out of pain. We only compress to the level of tolerable pressure. And then now we're going to shear. So you're going to place the ball on your thumb pads. You're going to compress, interlace your fingers, compress the ball, and just make small, quick circles. We call this tightening up the wiggle. You're going to, yes, compress the tissue, the connective tissue between your bone and the ball, and creating a fluid exchange in the tissue. And now, anytime you create that fluid exchange, anytime you do a shear force, you need to wait. So you're going to compress your ball and take a focused breath, and then release that. Now we're going to rinse. So you're going to place your hand on flat on a surface, and you're going to take your ball starting on the knuckle where your finger connects and just roll the ball down. Now, you want to encourage the fluid flow in one direction, so you don't want to rinse down and then rinse back up. You only want to rinse it once and grab your ball. Oops. This is a really good technique to do to help create change in the entire connective tissue system. Your connective tissue system is seamlessly connected from head to toe and skin to bone. And this is what allows us to be able to just melt your hands or just melt your feet. And you're creating change in the entire system. And the last technique we're going to do is friction. So you're going to compress your ball lightly in between your hands and just make random scribbles all over your hands and palms and your fingers. And this technique is helping to stimulate our lymphatic system. Alrighty, that's it. That was even less than 5 minutes, I think. So let's reassess. Let me back out one more real quick. We're going to reassess now. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. Put your wrist palms, I'm sorry, elbows, wrist palms together. Take a focused breath. And just notice, you may notice a change already in how your arms feel and how it feels to hold your arms in this position. It might be easier to hold them in this position now. And then let's notice any change in the range of motion in our wrists. Oh, I definitely feel a difference. And then now bring those fingertips down and stop. I think mine is maybe a little wider now. Maybe your hands are closer to that T shape than they were when you started. So those are all indicators that you made some change in your tissue to help it work more efficiently. All right, let's bring those palms back together. Take another focused breath. Lower your arms. Notice your head, neck, shoulders, upper back. If you feel any tightness, tension, or pain in those areas, do you still feel that now? All right, so that's it. That's our melt mini hand treatment. Those 4 moves, less than 5 minutes, and you've rehydrated your connective tissue, um, created some fluid flow, and help support your body and help support all the systems in your body just in those 4 moves, less than 5 minutes. So I teach this each week inside the NutriResults community. We have Mindful Crafting Mondays, Wellness Wins Wednesdays, Craft and Connect Fridays, a whole weekly rhythm that's built around helping you to keep your hands healthy so that you can keep doing what you love. And every Tuesday, I host a free event. Next week is the hand and foot live demo. And we're going to go so much deeper than we did today together. And so if you felt a little something in just those 5 minutes, imagine what an hour feels like. So again, that link is in the chat. The link, I think, is on the Instagram Live. I don't know. And it's, if not, is in the bio if you want to go ahead and grab a spot for that. Just a bit of information, when you click on that link, it's going to prompt you to register and sign up for my free community. And so once you do that, there's a few questions you'll need to answer. I will approve your application, and then you will have instant access to the Nutrisult social space until we do our live demo on Tuesday. So if you have your melt balls for that event, bring them. If you don't, just come anyway and watch and listen. You can learn a lot just by observing and listening to the information that I share. So, again, link is in the bio, link is in the chat. Go there and save your spot, and I will see you on Tuesday. Thank you for doing this with me today. Your hands deserved that 5 minutes. See you next week.